Hello everyone, and welcome back to Demon Souls. Last we left off, all the archdemons are cleared except for Boletaria over there. But I figured we'd start off by doing some tendency events that only happen when the applicable worlds are in pure white tendency. So we'll start with the Shrine of Storms, and do a couple in the Valley of Defilement.
Hey, you over there. You seem to have your head about you. Come here. I have a proposal for you. Do not be afraid. You have much to gain. I am Satsuki. I seek a keepsake of my father. Have you seen the sword inscribed Makoto? I will offer you demon souls if you can help me find it. The Makoto chooses its master. But be warned. The Makoto is no sword for the faint of heart. The Makoto chooses, but be warned. The Makoto is no sword for the faint.
So he only drops down when your tendencies in pure white, as does his target sword, which was in the hole that Patches kicked us down along with the Saint Urbane. Deal with that Reaper first. And back down here. If you recall, it was previously on top of that rock, and now the corpse holding it has fallen down. Magic Sword Makoto. Little need to take a minute to get used to these controls again. Been a couple weeks and I've been playing a lot of Dragon's Dogma. Magic Sword Makoto, a cursed katana that has appeared in folklore through the ages, named for Makoto the giant who lived in a distant land. Countless unique teeth have been carved into its blade. These teeth ravage the flesh, never to heal again. Cursed weapons, like the Makoto, are said to devour the wielder's essence and rob their warmth. Innumerable warriors continue to be taken by the Makoto's allure nonetheless. Oh, let's, can't really use this, unfortunately, but, pretty standard katana. Now, due to my Regenerator's Ring and the Adjudicator's Shield that I'm holding, I am not being slowly killed by it. Because if I didn't... let me see. Yeah, the Regenerator's Ring pretty much just counteracts this entirely. It has a effect on you in which it has high damage, but it continually saps your life from you. See, I kind of like how they sort of reference this with the Chikage in Bloodborne, in that they both sap your life, at least when you unleash the Chikage and transform it into its blood form. Unfortunately, I couldn't demo that in my playthrough because I did not have the required blood tinge and whatnot in order to equip it. Satsuki is pretty much exactly the same as he was in Demon Souls on PS3, except they, I mean, at least in terms of clothing and everything, obviously, but I kind of appreciate that they actually made him look like he would be, you know, actually Asian. His previous character model was very nondescript, felt kinda generic, and it just makes sense. I mean, his name is Satsuki, what else should he be?
Expecting the Makoto to warm up to you. Nonsense. You very touched souls her. I cannot forgive your insolence.
So he immediately tries to kill you to steal the sword. And if he dropped anything, I cannot pick it up, because he died in the wall there. I can try reloading, see if that works. Oop. Nice and quick process, so may as well. Nope. I don't think he drops anything important anyway. What is, unequip that. And let's head over to the Valley of Defilement. Thank goodness for this Nexio binding. Makes this whole process a little bit easier. We're gonna have to walk a little bit, so for this one, I haven't done it on this version. I did this back on the PS3 and didn't bother with it in my playthrough of this last year. But we're going to go retrieve a spear that likely belonged to the woman that was eaten by the slugs, along with whatever their names were. I'm sorry, I've forgotten their names already. Estrella, I think her name was. And then the guy with the Moonlight Greatsword. I talk about them in the last couple parts anyway. But with the pure white world tendency, a ladder is going to unlock in a certain location that goes to where it's being housed. Now, something that I've noticed and isn't really discussed, like, particularly in any of the item descriptions or lore, at least as far as I can tell, but there seems to be a lot of Eastern, specifically pseudo-Japanese theme remains of people, and of course there's Satsuki, who we just spoke to in the Shrine of Storms. I think that the Shrine of Storms, given that its place and reputation, is as an island for those who are honoring the dead, I could see there's likely some cultural overlap between them and the Shadowmen tribe, because it's not that the Shadowmen tribe are Eastern Asian, as far as we know, but because I namely say that because all the references to katanas and whatnot say they come from a land far to the east, rather than being natives of the Shadowmen. So I like to think that they had like some sort of like cross-pollination there. Ooh. Oh, come on. Let me out of here. And their cultures really sort of jive together, and I think that's pretty interesting. I like that. It's a neat little thing that expands the world building without saying or doing a whole lot, other than just the fact that they are there. I mean, none of this is outright stated or really even mentioned as to why there's a whole bunch of katanas and whatnot there, and the Makoto and everything like that. So I like to think that they came and would bury their dead there too, along with the Shadowmen. People that they also honor as heroes or great warriors, what have you. And of course that really plays well into the whole samurai myth as we know it, mostly through pop culture and historical manipulation and whatnot. I mean, I love samurai imagery and stuff as much as the next person, but the reality behind them isn't quite as cool or as pleasant as it is portrayed in a lot of fiction. And here's the plague rats. Thankfully I came prepared. Hate fighting around this corner, but I do not want to get ganged up on. Especially with these guys. And the rats drop archstone shards. I like to think it's just because they've been eating these, the people that come through here. And our destination is this ladder. Previously inaccessible. I mean, beforehand, it was just covered in rock, and the change to White World tendency, for some reason, withered the rock away, even though these guys right there that I just killed were still up here beforehand. Yeah, it's one of those weird things that doesn't make any sense. I guess, to me, my best personal theory on why that is that with the world tendency, and what we know of the colorless fog, I think the world tendency is sort of like a way of saying, hey, you're at least in some fashion, because you're killing the demons and the archdemons and everything, you're clearing away the fog. If not literally, then at least some of its effects are being washed away as you clear out the demons. And notably, the fog warps and consumes the fabric of reality. So I think when you're clearing out this fog, whether it's visually or just implied, you're fixing reality back to what it was. So that would explain why the guys got up here on the ladder and then didn't come back down. Now we got a bunch of giant depraved ones up there. Thankfully they're not as tough as the ones in Area 2. They've got lower health. But you still don't want to get ganged up by them. There's like 3 or 4 up there. Come on. Alright, you're stuck. Whatever. I'll take it. Come on, number 2. Okay, there's only 1 left. Thank goodness. Makes this a little faster. And here is the spear Estrella. And it's yet another weapon we're pulling out of the ground. Yeah, see, I haven't done that on this version. One of the few. Trophy urn. Neat. Estrella. A short spear of hard oak, covered with engravings, this spear is one of the few remaining relics of God. Once belonged to the holy knight Rizaya. The divine nature of the spear increases its wielder's resistance to plague and poison. So yeah, she was the one whose dull gold set we found inside that one slug in part 2 of this area. Oop. Again, controls. Rather than walk all the way back, I bought a few archstone shards. As the other tendency event we're going to do takes place in part 2 and 3 of the Valley of Defilement. Oh, dang it. Clicked that a little too fast. No matter. This one's thankfully not terribly far out of the way, but we still do need to go through the first open area to get to it. I keep trying to click in the L3 stick in order to run its circle. I hope that does not get me killed too badly tonight. One of the reasons I've been playing Dragon's Dogma a lot, not just because a friend got it also on their Switch, and I wanted to have a start playing again as an excuse, and have a nice pawn for them to rent for free and whatnot. Anyway, but I'm really excited for Elden Ring, and it looks like it's taking at least some partial inspiration from Dragon's Dogma. I mean, Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen in particular, already takes inspiration from Dark Souls, and it's not a whole lot, admittedly, other than it being intentionally pretty difficult. But the shortcuts in Dark Arisen's Bitter Black Island feel very inspired by Dark Souls. But it's for those unfamiliar, Dragon's Dogma is a fantasy open-world RPG by Capcom. It's action-based, also third-person. You have all these different vocations, which are jobs, essentially, in any other RPG. You get different, oops, wrong one. You have different weapons and sub-weapons that apply to each, and there's just so much to go into that I can't really... It's kind of a waste of... be a waste of time a little bit if I was really to get into it all. Oh, jeez. Great. Okay, gotta get out of this, Okay, as I was saying, Dragon's Dogma is a fantasy action RPG by Capcom. It's on pretty much everything now. Came out on PS3 and 360 initially, but now it's also on PS4, Xbox One, PC, Switch, and any of the current versions you can't go wrong with. Maybe I'll do just, I don't know, a video doing some random stuff just so I could talk about it. But I feel like its open world may have gone full circle and influenced From Software's development of Elden Ring, because there's like crafting of items, the way some of the enemy encounters seem set up, just feel kind of Dogma-ish from the gameplay we've seen. And here, another little Dogma connection. There's a girl with this exact same name in Dragon's Dogma, and she's personally my favorite romance option. And without further ado, Celine Vinland.
Why? You are one of the sane ones, are you not? I am Selen of the West. I seek my brother Garl Vinland, the knight who accompanied Saint Estrella on her travels. I believe they settled here. If you happen to see my younger brother, please tell me. I must share with him the last words of our father. I was that herb peddler. She believes that Estrella is herself a demon.
Damn it.
She has no reason to lie, but surely she must be mistaken. I find something odd about this place. It brims with grime, but at once feels strangely pure.
I feel like that's, rest in peace, former maiden Estrella's influence, because she was actually a good person, and we kind of ruined that because we needed her demon soul.
I find something odd about this place. It brims with grime.
Okay, now, use another archstone. Use. we need to go back to the boss arena. And give Garl Vinland a Black Phantom rematch. Better to go in this way, cause I don't want to get plagued just if I don't have to. Let me see if I can put it on this shield to enroll. Oh, good. Oh, what did I do? There we go. Just in case I want to switch. But this is the Black Phantom, Garl Vinland. I can imagine him being quite angry after everything that went down. So, nothing personal. Again. He's a fair bit tougher than before. Yeah, I know I said nothing personal and I'm killing you a second time. Damn it. It really isn't. It's for video game content of a Let's Play channel, I swear. Yeah, he has significantly more health. And I'm pretty sure he does more damage as well. Ugh. Trying to do two-handed ones to speed this up a little. Do I have another weapon type I could use? I'm just gonna give it a shot, just to make this a little more interesting. Show some of the other weapon animation for parrying. Wish I thought to bring more. Not that they do be doing a whole lot of damage, but, you know, just for visual variety's sake. But this is my highest damaging thing at the moment. Pretty much, period. I mean, this does more damage than the +10 version of this same sword. Oh, don't heal up. Great. That's what I get for, oh, wrong button. That's what I get for not, pressing the offensive there. So this is gonna be drawn out a little bit longer. Oh, damn it. Oh, wow. I noticed the two-handed one is doing less damage than the single-handed one. What the hell? Yeah. I don't get why. Is it because this one's a piercing attack? I don't know. There he goes. And now he drops Brammed, his hammer, and the Vinland crest. Oh well. Just for the sake of time. Sides need to go back regardless.